Like many entrepreneurs, I started off as a one-person operation. For 12 years at least, I was on my own. And I just noticed one of the biggest obstacles to being a confident entrepreneur was loneliness. And what I mean is that you didn't have a community. And it's kind of in the myth of entrepreneurism that they're rugged individuals and they can go off and do things by themselves. But the truth is they can do that, but there's a price they pay for it. And one of the biggest prices is that they talk to themselves rather than talking with other people. And they don't really benefit from other people's experience because they don't really have a community. And I would say the vast majority of entrepreneurs live their lives from start to finish without actually being part of a community. And they have issues and they have challenges and they have opportunities that they really can't talk to other people about because other people, one, aren't entrepreneurs. And number two, they may be entrepreneurs, but they may be competitors. And it's not, the entrepreneur doesn't feel safe sharing information that might come back to hurt him. And their lawyer doesn't necessarily understand them. Their banker definitely doesn't understand them. Their accountant doesn't really understand them. And so their family members, perhaps they're not entrepreneurial. They don't understand, why their sibling has or their child has gone off and done this very weird way of making a living. And so many of the people that they would know socially probably aren't entrepreneurs. So one of the things that really happened, I wasn't planning on this, but it actually did happen, is that when we started coaching entrepreneurs in workshops, a community formed. And there's this amazing sort of community that forms when people have been involved in the same process and they've mastered the same kind of thinking tools and concepts as strategic coach. There's this enormous kind of admiration and this enormous resonance. They have a resonance. I understand your life, you understand my life. And what we've noticed is that there's a lot of what I would say individual benefits from being a strategic coach. The tools you learn, how you think about yourself as an entrepreneur, how you think about your market, how you identify the best clients and customers, how you are able to attract great team members and put them into great teams. But I would say the biggest thing that is the keeper for people to stay in strategic coach, I would say for most people by the end of their third year, if they've been 3 years, that their income has gone way up, their free time is doubled, tripled the amount of free time. They're only doing work that they love doing. They've got great teamwork around them. Their clientele has gotten much better. Their checks are bigger, the amount of money they're getting. But I would say this: the biggest hold is coming back every 90 days and being in their community, and it's a social thing as well as the actual workshop. And we've solved a very fundamental problem that I haven't seen solved in too many other places on the planet. We've solved the loneliness problem for entrepreneurs, and we're told this in hundreds of different ways, how much they appreciate being part of something that's lasted for some of them 10 years, 20 years. And we have my oldest continuous entrepreneur and strategic coach is right now in the middle of July in 2020. He's just finishing his 33rd year, and I've seen him every quarter for 33 years. And he loves it, and his goals are bigger than ever. And so we've taken something that by definition is almost lonely and is about rugged individualism, and we've transformed it into being a thriving, growing member of a really extraordinary community.